welcome to the live stream for Andy at Aging Strong. And haven't done this for a while. Let's get going. I'll chatter later and we'll flip the screen around so you can see where we're going today. Hope your day is going well so far. And as we tuck this thing in a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put this a little different. Yeah, I've got that right. Okay. As you can see, it's been a few weeks since I've done this, so it may come with a few little glitches, but anyway, here we are. Yeah, I kind of got interested going back to doing live streams because it's a good way to build community, which is really important, and I like doing it. I like the live stream. Kind of gives me a chance to get away from the more formal presentations that I do to something a little bit more informal. And I'm big on that. I can do it. So here we are. We're crossing this normally busy residential street, but that's after rush hour, things open up. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day, just absolutely perfect for being out and about like this. Well, anyway, if this is the first such live stream you watched, great. I hope you get those notifications and find out when others. This one I did unannounced, and probably until I get this worked out a little bit more, they will be that way, unannounced, but I would like to get into a more scheduled type live stream. So this is this part of what we're doing now is the last leg of my regular ride and workout. So exact miles and distance, I'd estimate about 15 miles is what I do each morning or each day. Now, I'm not always riding a bike. I'm doing other things. I'm the jump rope guy, so you see me doing that, but it's a little different than on a ride. So anyway, this, let's see, yesterday's show was something that really kind of surprised me, that I learned how sitting, just plain old sitting, too much, too long, really is unhealthy for us. And this is a study that came out of Harvard, or at least a professor associated with Harvard, and it was reported in one of their scholarly publications, and it actually said that sitting too much is the equivalent of smoking. I was surprised because as most of us grew up, we remember seeing all of the cancer warnings on cigarettes, and unfortunately probably know people who suffered from lung cancer. So it really jolted me to see that. So anyway, that's what yesterday's show is. That was, or not yesterday, but Monday's show. Well, I take all that back. That was today's show. I do 3 shows a week, and I guess sometimes they catch up with me. On the show before that, on Friday, the video before that was about the core, about taking care of your core. So those are all the muscle group, largely around your chest, your sides, your abdomen. I've used kind of not really entirely scientific descriptions of it, but along your abdomen, on your sides, in your chest, your stomach, all of those comprise the core. And it's a as we're used to seeing muscle is about big arm muscles, big chest muscles, big shoulder muscles, and I'd say in some respects, just a bit of weight, and in some respects, it got to the point where really we forgot about the core. Now it's become a lot more of an important point we bring out more often. And again, a lot of muscle building and strength and exercise came from the bodybuilding world. That's what I was aware of mostly, bodybuilding, and of course for aesthetic reasons for both men and women. And originally I think started a lot more for men, and then as time went by it was picked up more by women who realized not only aesthetically is it an improvement, but health-wise as well. So nowadays I emphasize strength more than I ever have, because the 5DX60 is a set of 5 exercises, baseline exercises, that if you do those alone, you do nothing else but that, it's gonna be good for you, and it will make your life better. It will prolong your life, make you more independent. It has great benefits. Just those exercises that if you should do every day, just make it a habit. No big deal. Some days are better and worse than some other days. That doesn't matter. Just make them part of your life. So, but the 5DX60 adds a little, quite a bit more emphasis on muscles and strength. I mean, after all, it's even though you're passing into 60, which World Health Organization says is old age. Whoever says it, well, somebody says it, but that's the one official word. And you want to keep those muscles. You want to keep that strength. You want to keep it for health reasons, but you also want to keep it just for managing your day-to-day. I mean, because the data statistics about losing muscle mass as you age really alerts you to that, wow, that's a lot of muscle you're going through. So we have to maintain it. And it's not that hard to do. What I usually tell people when they ask about that is just make it the last part of your normal 5DX60 exercise. And you can vary it. Some days do just laterals, or some days do curls, or do all three. Do curls, laterals, and shoulder, and just do 1 rep of each. You've got to start somewhere. So do one rep of each, or do each for 5 reps. Start somewhere. I would say start more than just one. If you can do with the weight that you've selected, if you can do 10, then you're in good shape. But find a weight that works for you, that where you can do 10. And continue that. And then at some point or another, those will seem too light. You'll want to do a little bit more. You're starting to see the benefits. So then you get a bigger, heavier weight. It's easy to overestimate what you can handle, really. So I always recommend better to go lighter than too heavy, because you can always build up from the lightweight. Okay, we're going to cross a fairly busy street here. It takes a little bit of navigating, but we're doing it. And we're just about at the end of the ride. This is my ride every day practically. I alternate between going to the gym and going to the pickleball courts. I mean, this usually comprises my best exercise. At least when I go to a large gym, they have a few more weights for me to work out with. I like to, but at the end of the day, I'm almost always using the same weight, which is I use an 8-pound weight for my lateral exercise, my lateral exercise, and then I use a 15-pound weight for my curls and my shoulders. That all works pretty well. I do it now. Sometimes I forget. There are times when, the 5DX is so automatic to me. I usually don't forget, but there are times I might forget to do something. There are a few other things that I like doing. All right, this is sort of brings us to a close as I get ready to enter the gate to my lovely.
Access granted.
To my lovely British gatekeeper. She says it with such a cheerful voice. So as I say, I'm going to be doing more of these. One of these days, I hope to make it a scheduled time. It would be better for everybody, but in the meantime, this is one of my one-off rides. Beautiful day. Wherever it is for you right now, I hope you have a wonderful day. And hey, leave a comment. Always happy to hear, and I'll comment back. So let me unhook this thing here. As we close it off. Let me doing this right. So here we are. I think I got it. Hey, been great having you here. See you next time. Take care. Bye.